Okay, we live. How's everybody doing today? Why didn't it update, man? It's supposed to update on the chat, yo. It didn't update on the chat. All right. See, the chat didn't update. Why the chat didn't update? Let me go update this here. Hold on a second, y'all. Didn't look like this wants to get updated here. Let me update this over here, yo. Give me a second. Come on in here, y'all. Come on in here. Hit that like button as soon as you get up in here, y'all. Let me update the chat. Let me just update this right here. All right, let's update that. Boom. Okay, we got that updated. How's everybody doing tonight? Hit that like button as soon as you join, man. Hit that like button as soon as you join the chat. We're only a few hours away. Only a few hours away. Your boy Nas Escobar is about to drop. Nas is coming. Nas is coming. Nas is coming. Hold on. Let me go on the Facebook really quick, yo. I gotta go put the video on the Facebook page really quick. Hold on. Let me go share this to Facebook, y'all. Give me a second. Let me go share this over there. Hit that like button if you're here right now. Go on down below. Hit that like button right away. Let me know y'all in the building. All right. We go now. Let me hashtag Nas. Let me hashtag King's Disease. King's Disease 3. Dropping soon at a theater near you. Y'all. Listen, man. Listen, I'm not even going to waste your time tonight. We're not going to waste your time with no long intro tonight. We're going to get straight to it. Y'all. Nas is dropping, what is it, his 4th album in about 4 years. He gave us King's Disease 1, King's Disease 2. He gave us the Magic album. We also got Lost Tapes. We got the Lost Tapes 2 from him. Nas is dropping a lot of material, man. He's putting a lot of stuff out. Consistent. That boy is consistent. Giving us more and more material to listen to. But the question I got for y'all is it good? Is it good? Yes, we all want more. She wants more, you know. We all want more. But is it good? We're going to talk about that tonight. Let me see who's up in the building. I see Blocker is in the house. Blocker, thanks for coming through. Blocker says, I'm here for Nas' album. Gotta tell you something. Busta Rhymes is also dropping a new album, which he is calling it a EP. He's dropping an EP, Busta Rhymes. Okay, let's go, Busta. But right now, we're talking about that Queens native, Nas Escobar. But here's what I want to ask you guys tonight. Here's a question I want to ask each and every one of you joining the stream right now. If you're in the stream right now, if you're watching this video at a later time. Nas has his first album, Illmatic. This is the 20th anniversary. This is the 10-year anniversary double CD right here. Okay, so this is the Illmatic double CD. This is the special. This is the 10-year special anniversary edition. All right, so there's 2 CDs in there. All right, there's this one on this side. I be breaking my CDs, yo. It's too much spins, man. All right, so there's 1 CD on this side right here. This is disc number 2, and there's 5 tracks. If you can see that, there's 5 tracks on disc 2. I'm sorry, there's the 10 tracks on disc number 2. This is disc 1. This one has the 10 tracks, and disc number 2 has the 6 tracks on there. So that's disc number 2. This has 6 tracks on there. All right. So special edition double CD. This was to commemorate the 10-year anniversary of Illmatic. So I had to cop this. I got the CD cover. The CD cover is up in there. You can see the CD cover over there. So Nas's first album, Illmatic. I tried my hardest, yo. I went through the library of CDs. I can't find my It Was Written, yo. Y'all know how it is. Don't lend your friend your CDs, yo. So I couldn't find the second CD. I couldn't find the Illmatic joint, but It Was Written joint. So y'all know, second CD, It Was Written, a much longer CD than the first. The first CD had 10 tracks, 1 intro. So kind of 9 tracks of music. The second CD was a much longer CD, much more content, a little bit more tame than the first CD. I think the first CD was very, very street, that Illmatic joint. And then we had, I talk to people all the time about this CD. I talk to my friend. We have conversations about this CD all the time. This is Nas's third studio album. This is the I Am album. And a lot of people throw shade at this album because it wasn't what Illmatic was, and it wasn't what It Was Written was either. It seemed like Nas was going for a more commercial, broader appeal direction. You can see that he was doing the dropping 2 CDs in 1 year. You see he had the Nostradamus Is Coming on the booklet. So, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, those are 3 strong albums. Illmatic, It Was Written, I Am. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, there's a lot of some of your favorite artists out there. And there's a lot of them. You guys got a lot of favorite artists. Y'all be talking about top 5, top 10s, who's the GOAT. There's a lot of your favorite artists out there that cannot top Illmatic, It Was Written, I Am. I'm gonna say it, because I've been seeing a lot of y'all talking. Yo, used to go to a lot of your favorite MCs maybe had one good album. The second album was a flop. Maybe had one good album. The second album was okay. I'm looking at you, Snoop Dogg. I'm looking at you, Lil Wayne. There's only really a few MCs that can say that they have 3 solid first albums. And again, I'm missing my It Was Written. I'm gonna knock somebody out for taking my CD. I searched everywhere. Maybe I misplaced it. I'm gonna try to find it. But those are 3 very strong first, second, and third albums. There's not a lot of MCs that do that. So what I'm asking you guys today, we have just over 3 more hours, just about 3 more hours till King's Disease is available. I'm ready. King's Disease 3. Nas, I'm ready, Nas. Wait, hold on. I got my title. My title is ready, Nas. Be ready. Put it up. Put the album up. So I'm waiting till midnight. I'm going to stay up. I'm going to stay up till midnight tonight. I'm going to wait for the album to drop. I'm going to take a listen to the album tonight. And Fridays is usually the days I do a lot of running around after work. So I'm definitely going to give it a spin in my stereo system in the house. And it's going to get a few spins in my headphones. So I'm going to get between tonight and Saturday. Saturday is Black Panther Day. So Saturday, I got to go to the movie theaters with the kids, Black Panther. I'm going to bump it on the way also to go to the movie theater. So I'm going to get at least 3 to 4, 5 spins of King's Disease 3 between now and Saturday. I'm asking you guys, King's Disease 1, King's Disease 2, when King's Disease 3 drop, is it going to be a better run than Illmatic, It Was Written, and I Am? Hit the comments down below. Let's talk. Let's talk tonight. I see Jason is in the building. Jason, thanks for coming through. Oh, man, Jason got a lot of comments in there, man. All right. The number one Nas fan is here. All right, so Jason's in the building. We got your boy. We got your boy. We got your boy, Jason. We got him. We waiting for him. I'm waiting. I want to hear what he got to say. All right, so Jason got to come. This is what Jason got to say. Jason says, what up, chat? I'm at work, but Nas' early work is better, but his latest albums are good too. He is in a different chapter in his life. He's almost 50. I love his and Hitboy's chemistry. I can't wait till midnight. So Jason is hyped. And Jason makes some really good points. Listen, when you're an artist that's been in the game for as long as Nas has been in the game, Nas has been in the game since the early 90s. All right? Live at the Barbecue. Early 90s. So listen. I know we joke a lot sometimes, and people say a lot of slick stuff here and there, and then they got people that don't know anything that just be talking. Early 90s, this man has been putting out music. We are in 2022, and he's still putting out material for us today. So let's pump our brakes right now. Let's me especially. Let's pump our brakes right now, and okay. There's a lot of your favorite MC that can't do what Nas is doing. I'm looking at you, Eminem. Well, Eminem came out in 2001 or 2, whatever. A lot of your favorite MCs is not this consistent. A lot of your favorite MCs don't have 3 back-to-back-to-back classics. So the point Jason is making about Nas being 50, it's a very valid point. His music is not going to be the same that he's been releasing since the early 90s. Remember, the early 90s, he's a young man. Now he's a grown man, father, married, divorced. He's seen life. He's traveled. He's toured. He's went around the world. He's seen friends come and go. His life is different now. So do you really expect him to be putting out the kind of music he's been putting out then? But I'm also going to ask, is it good? Anybody can put out music just to put out music. Anybody can slide an album out and get some sales. I'm looking at you again, Snoop Dogg, with that Back on Death Row. Anybody can put out music. Is it good? So today I need y'all to hit the comment section. I want to know what y'all got to say about this one. Is this next album, King's Disease 3, now that we got King's Disease 1, we got King's Disease 2, now King's Disease 3 is dropping in just a few hours. Can this trilogy be better than his first 3 albums? Hit the comments down below. Jason got another comment. Jason says, R.I.P. Tame 1, From the Artifacts, a certified Newark, New Jersey legend, RIP. And Hurricane G, I saw the news of Hurricane G as well. Hurricane G, I had the honor to hang around her. She was so cool. Her death was completely unexpected. She told me I was nice rapping. Also, shout out, rest in peace to Hurricane G. We are reaching the time, especially some of the older people that follow the channel and are still around, that listen and followed hip hop. We're getting into a time where some of our people that we grew up listening to, some of our legends are passing on, yo. So I know she didn't look too old. So rest in peace to Hurricane G at all. Jason has another comment. Jason says, 16, what up with Lil Wayne wanting to put Cash Money against Rockefeller? LOL. Young Moolah, baby. Listen, man, listen. Number one, Swizz, Timbo, thank you for putting some effort back into bringing verses back. I'm still upset that you guys had something so amazing. The momentum was rolling. The momentum was just getting bigger and bigger. You guys had something that the culture has never seen before. And all you had to do was be patient with it. Give it 5-10 years and watch it just blossom. You guys went out and sold it, created this whole mess of verses. Now it looks like the momentum of verses has plummeted. Now you guys got to build it back and bring it back to what it was. So shout out to y'all. Shout out Timbo, shout out Swizz for working to bring it back. It should have never gotten to that point. You guys are both multi-millionaires. I don't know why you had to sell that for 15, 25 million. You both of y'all, I'm not going to count your money, but it's a big loss for you guys to fumble verses like that. And I hope you guys see this because the fans care. The fans that were supporting y'all on Instagram, on Facebook, watching on YouTube, supporting y'all through all of this verses, you guys fumbled that. Don't. Now you have a second chance to get us back. Don't lose us again. There's going to be a lot of us fans out there. You lose us one more time, Timbo and Swizz, there's no strike three. All right, Jason, thank you for that. I don't think Lil Wayne. Listen, this is if a Cash Money Rockefeller versus happens, who on Cash Money is going to handle Beanie Siegel? You know they're gonna bring. You know Jay gonna call Kanye. Young Guns versus Young Money. What? I'm not even gonna call Jay name because Jay just gonna be sitting on the back with his hat tilted, just directing traffic like he did with the Hot 97 when he brought the Rockefeller. Shout out to Philly when he brought the Rockefeller crew, the whole Philly up to Hot 97, and he torched New York City for like 6 straight hours. So listen, Lil Wayne, whatever Wayne's sipping in his cup, Wayne need to chill, man. Thank you for that, Jason. Blocker has a comment. Blocker says, 16, I'll be hearing about this too. Jason says, Diamond Onyx, if you're in the chat, hey. Shout out to Diamond Onyx. Shine bright like a diamond. Diamond Onyx, if you're around. Jason says hello. The chat says hello. Good to see you if you're there. Mr. Malloy is in the building. Mr. Malloy, thanks for coming through. Billy Barz. Yo, Billy Barz got the ill name. Billy Barz, thanks for coming through. Sarah is in the building. Sarah, thanks for coming through. Oh, man, the chat is popping tonight. Thank you all. Let me hit some of these chats right here, man. Jason said, I got to go back to work. Jason, come back through. Mr. Malloy has a comment. Mr. Malloy says, Nas leveled up. He is still educating us. The GOAT. So Mr. Malloy calling Nas the GOAT. Thank you for that, Mr. Malloy. Billy Barz has a comment. Billy Barz says, can't wait till midnight. Nas is on an unprecedented run. Oh, big word alert. Boop, boop. Yo, unprecedented run. First to have 3 peats in hip hop history. Yes, Nas is King's Disease 1, 2, and 3, man. Nas is, he's all right. Thank you for that, Billy Barz. Sarah is here. Sarah says, good afternoon. Good afternoon to you too, Sarah. Sarah has a comment. Sarah says, Barz, when are you going to slide out an album? Listen, I'm just making videos and trying to give y'all some good content. You the singer, you the writer, Sarah. You be writing bars. Send me some bars and I'll check them out. Sarah has another comment. Sarah says, Jay-Z is 52 and Nas is 49. If I ruled the world. Ooh, ooh. Shade. All right. Tonight we asking y'all, Illmatic, it was written, I am three albums in hip hop history that you can consider 3 straight classics. And I know there are a lot of people out there that frown on I Am, because I Am is not as hardcore as Illmatic, and it was more of a balance of it was written. Nas has some. Nas fans are very. Sometimes we want the hardcore Nas, but when he steps out of the box, sometimes we criticize him. But 3 solid albums. Can King's Disease 1, 2, and now 3, can the King's Disease trilogy be better than Nas' first 3 albums? Hit the comments down below. I want to take a look at some numbers. We're going to look at some numbers. All right? And what we're going to do with this, hold on a second. What we're going to do with this is we're going to take a step back. We're going to take a step back. All right? So, and I know I want to make this very clear. Numbers, album sales is not the end all be all of how good an album is. Okay? Sarah asked the question, what am I drinking? This is water. This is ice cold water. I don't know if you can see it in there. My daughter told me I can't drink on screen anymore, so I'm drinking ice cold water. Thank you, Sarah. Okay, album sales are not the end all be all when it comes to how great an album is. There's a lot of albums out there that have sold millions and millions of copies and they're trash. All right, so let's be real. Okay, so let's put that out of the way. All right, so the Illmatic album, when Nas dropped Illmatic, his first CD, he sold over right around 60,000 copies first year. Okay, so Illmatic, he sold 60,000 copies. His second album, It Was Written. Remember, Illmatic had 10 songs on it. 1 was a skit, so 9 songs on Illmatic. His second album, he switched up the formula just a little bit. He made it a little bit, he put a little bit more, a little more, it wasn't as hard as Illmatic. It Was Written, sold 270,000 copies. So his second album, fans got a taste of the first. They were ready for the second album. The second album sold over 200,000 more copies first week. Now remember, I just told y'all, his third album, he switched the formula again. He this is a little bit, remember, Puffy's on this, Hate Me Now, New York State of Mind. He switched, he changed it up. Added more songs. The album is a little bit longer than It Was Written. I Am album sold 470,000 copies. He doubled his sales first week on his third album. So not only did he drop a great first album, he dropped an even better second album, and he dropped an even better third album. Again, a lot of your favorite artists can't do that. Looking at you, Snoop Dogg. So, three albums, amazing sales. Albums got better as he released them. I'm asking you guys tonight, talk to me. Talk to me about King's Disease 1. How good was King's Disease 1? The screen you see on your screen right now, that's the Grammy nomination. So what you're looking at on the screen right now, this was 2 years ago. This was 2020's Grammy Best Rap Album category. Best Rap Album category, you can see Nas, King's Disease. You had Black Habits, D Smoke. You had Alfredo. A lot of people love that album from Freddie Gibbs, the Alfredo album. That got a lot of talk, a lot of chatter. A Written Testimony by Jay Electronica and Jay-Z. I love that album. That was an amazing album from Jay and Jay Electronica. And a lot of people, again, Royce the 5'9", The Allegory. That album had a lot of buzz as well. So, as you can see, Nas' first album, his first King's Disease album, won a Grammy. And I know some of y'all are asking right now, what happened to his Illmatic album? Illmatic was not nominated for a Grammy. Best Rap Album. It was written, you said? It was written? It was written, was not nominated for a Grammy. Nas's only album in that first three albums was I Am. I Am was nominated for a Grammy. So, King's Disease won. Grammy. His first Grammy. Nas's first Grammy. King's Disease won. Let's move on to year two. Let me hit some comments. Sarah's in the building. Billy Barz is here. Jason is back. Let me hit some comments. Sarah says, what are you drinking again? Sarah, thank you. We got the water on deck. Billy Barr says, those just the haters talking nonsense. Nas fans love the diversity. I'm going to push back on that, Billy Barrs, because when Nas did the Genuine song, take me back when you hold me back, take me back when you think back, take me back. We hated that song. I hated that song. Nas fans, Billy Barrs, if you were around when that song came out, don't front, Billy Barrs. If you were around when that song came out, Nas fans ate him up for that song. In the early 90s, Nas fans didn't want him to do crossover music. He tried it. Nas tried it. Be real, Billy Barrs. He tried it. We hated it. And he stopped doing it for a little while, okay? Billy Barrs, I get it. The fans are crazy, but it's diversity. We frowned on Nas early for his diversity. Some of the stuff he did, we frowned on it. The stuff with Puffy, we loved it. Hate Me Now is a classic. I love that song. Billy Barrs, thank you for that comment. Blocker says, I have a top 5 Nas albums. Here's my top 5 Nas albums. Number 1, It Was Written. Number 2, Nostradamus. Oh, man. Blocker, come on, man. Blocker, come on, bro. Come on, man. No respectable Nas fan is putting Nostradamus in his top 5. And listen. Everybody, everybody can have their opinion. I'm not right. I'm not wrong. I'm just saying. I'm not right. I'm not wrong. No respectable Nas fan is putting Nostradamus in his top five. That's all I'm saying. Let me finish the comment. Barker's top five Nas albums. It Was Written. I can agree to that. Number 2, Nostradamus. No. Number 3, Stillmatic. Top 5, Worthy? Yes. Number 4, Godson. Top 5 Worthy? I could agree with that. And number 5, God Is Good. Blocker, thank you. Thank you for the comment. Jason says, what up, Blocker? It's Life Is Good. Okay. Jason says, you have Nas fans and then you have Illmatic fans. Big yet stupid difference. Jason be schooling the fans, yo. Jason, thank you for that. All right. Billy Barz has a comment. Billy Barz says, nah, the ladies loved it. Hell yeah, they loved it. Jenny Wine in there, and they were dancing in the beat and that thing up there. Yes, they loved it. Yo, listen. I got a few of my Nas favorites. I will still put It Was Written as my favorite Nas album, and I know a lot of people think that Illmatic is Nas's best album. Illmatic is still a great album. My only gripe with Illmatic is that it was much too short. When I got It Was Written was a much longer album. Great content. Production was still amazing. Barz was still amazing, and I just got more content. So that's my main reasoning for putting It Was Written over Illmatic. But anybody that puts Illmatic or It Written 102, you can't go wrong. This is the N album, which is also called Unlisted or something, whatever the other name is. But he wanted to name it the N, and this is one of my favorite Nas albums. This is when Nas got really political, and he said a lot of political stuff early in his career, but the feel and the tone of this album, from the top to bottom, man, this is the album I go back to all the time. One of my favorite Nas albums, the N. I call it the N album, but I think it's called something. I don't know. I call it the N album. All right, my bad. Another one of my favorites. It may not be considered a Nas album. Some might call it a compilation. Some might call it an album, but Lost Tapes, definitely one of my favorite Nas albums. Lost Tapes is in my top 5 Nas albums. If you ask me, if anybody asks me my top 5 Nas albums, Lost Tapes makes my top 5. And that's tough because Nas has over 10, 12, 13, 14. Nas has a lot of albums, but Lost Tapes is in my top 5. All right. Another one of my favorites. The opening of this album, like the first 3 songs on this album, it's like a constant like uphill climb. Like when you listen to the track 1, track 2, the album just feels like it's just going up and up and up and up. And the production on this album is really, really good. So this is the Godson album, God's Son of My Belly. Another one of my favorite Nas albums. Is it top 5? But Godson album, another one of my favorites. And one of the albums that I thank Jay-Z for this album. Hold on. Let me explain. This album exists from Jay-Z dropping Takeover. If you weren't around in New York City when this album came out. Nas was in a state of fatherhood. He was in a state of fatherhood. Music wasn't the most important thing at that time for him. Okay? He had his daughter. He was trying to be a good father. He was sort of in the middle of being off the grid and not really releasing music like that. Maybe he had some stuff working on, but he wasn't really out there. Like, there's some artists that they're always out. They're always putting out a single. They're always putting out an album. They're always in the media. They're always like this. There were a few artists back in that time that they were constantly on the radio, constantly putting out music. At this time, right before this album, Nas was silent, was quiet. And we felt like were we going to get more Nas stuff? Jay-Z dropped the career-ending Takeover. Not career-ending. But Jay-Z dropped Takeover and mentioned Mobb Deep, Prodigy, mentioned Nas. And that sparked... Nas might tell you different. Shout out to the homie Nas. Nas might tell you different, but that song, that album, that Blueprint album, it sparked Stillmatic. Many might tell you different. I live here in New York City. I'm here on the ground. I'm on the ground here in New York. Another one of Nas's top 5. This is a top 5 Nas album. Okay, so those are some of my favorite Nas albums. I want to hear from you guys tonight. What do you guys think about the King's Disease series? King's Disease 1. You guys already listened to it. It won a Grammy. Jason was talking about that album. Jason said he loved it. We dropped King's Disease 2. You guys were rocking it. My man is still rocking it. Me? But you guys loved it. King's Disease 3. What time is it? 8:37. A few hours away. Coming. Is those 3 albums better than Illmatic, It Was Written, and I Am? Hit the comments. Let me hear from you guys. Let me hear what you guys are saying. Let me hear some comments. Let me see what you guys talking about. If you're here in the room right now, hit that like button down below. Like the video. Let me see what y'all talking about. I'm gonna go back to Billy Barz' comment. Billy Barz is laughing about the Nas quote when Nas made that song. Nas tried to cross over. Hardcore Nas fans wasn't trying to hear it. Billy Barz says, nah, the ladies loved it. And it was a good choice. Billy Barz. Genuine was hot at the time. Genuine was a heartthrob at that time. Nas, women loved Nas. You had one of the best hardcore rappers. You had one of the best R&B guys. It was smart. It was a smart move. Nas fans was just we were being mean at that time. Billy Barz. Thank you for that comment, Billy Barz. Blocker says, I'm sorry, but I like Nostradamus. Don't be sorry, Blocker. Everybody has their taste, man. I'm not right. I'm not wrong. I'm just saying, Blocker, don't go in any conversations with hip-hop heads and mention that Nostradamus is Nas' second album. Don't do it to yourself, Blocker. I'm just fair warning. Don't do it. But, Blocker, you're entitled to your opinion. Shout out to Blocker. Thanks for coming through. Jason got a comment. Jason says, LOL at the Snoop Dogg and Eminem shots. But you're right, though. So many rappers put out bad albums after their first albums were classics, yet they only criticize Nas. Listen, I keep telling people, I was here. I'm on the East Coast. I bought Doggy Style. I have my hard copy of Doggy Style. When Doggy Style dropped here in New York went crazy. What? Lady Array on the tower? What? Dog Pound? Nate Dogg? The production on that, New York went crazy for that album. Snoop's second album, we gotta listen. I know we love our artists. Snoop Dogg went like this to this. Let's be honest, yo. We bought the albums. We listened to the albums. Doggy Style is Snoop Dogg's best album. Snoop has like 10, 15 albums. Doggy Style is his best album. His first. He never replicated that. You have Nas. Some people call Illmatic his best. Some people call Stillmatic Nas' best album. Some people call Godson. Some people say Lost Tapes is not. Nas got better and better and better. Listen. Let's be real sometimes, y'all. Let's put aside our fandom. We love our artists. We have our artists that we love. But some of them, they went up and they went down. That's just how it is. Jason, thank you for the comment. Blocker says, I love you, owe me 2 features, Genuine. Y'all love that Genuine song, huh? Billy Barz has a comment. Billy Barz says, this is my top 5 Nas albums. This is Billy Barz' top 5. Illmatic, I'm rocking with that. It Was Written, I'm rocking with that. Stillmatic, I'm rocking with that. Woo! Billy Barz is throwing Magic. Now remember, Magic is Nas's last album? Yeah, it was King's Disease 1, King's Disease 2, and then Magic, right? If I'm right. Billy Barz has Magic in there. And number 5, Billy Barz has that Godson on My Belly. Listen, Billy Barz, that's a hard top 5. Now, Magic, I'm going to be honest, guys. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't like the Hitboy Nas collaboration. I think Hitboy does some good production here and there, but I think the stuff that he does with Nas, to me, it's always hit or miss. There's some good stuff, there's some bad stuff. So Magic, I think Magic was a good album. To me, maybe not a great album. But Billy Barz, hard. That's hard. Illmatic, It Was Written, Stillmatic, Magic, Godson, that's hard. That's a hard top 5. I like that one. Thank you for that, Billy Barz. Blocker says it's called, it's called Untitled. Right. So that's what they call the album, Untitled, but I still call this album the End album, and it's on its back. So I still call that album the End album. But yes, Blocker is right. It's called the Untitled album. Billy Barz has another comment. Billy Barz says, Blocker Reviews, I love the fact that Nas can do tracks like that and basically whatever he wants. That's a sign of a confident artist. When you can go out there and not be constrained by what the mainstream wants. A lot of artists come in the game one way, and depending on what's popping or what's hot, they switch. There's a lot of artists that come in one way, switch their styles. So yeah, shout out to Nas for sticking to his guns, being the artist he is, doing what he wants to do basically. I can agree with that. Thank you for that, Billy Barz. Billy Barz says, I don't blame you. Lost Tapes is my number 6. Again, yes, I go back and forth. I still don't consider Lost Tapes an official album, because I think from what I read, and Jason could say more about this too, this album was put together from stuff that was left over from some of his previous albums. So, but anyway, I don't consider it a album in his catalog, but as an album, it's still in my top 5. Love that album. Thank you for that, Billy Barz. Jason got a comment. Jason says, I don't hate, you owe me. It was what it was at the time. Listen, we gotta be real about that too. At that time, a lot of artists was doing that. A lot of artists were taking a hardcore hip hop artist and making a song with an R&B artist. Jason's right. A lot of artists were doing that. Jay was doing that. Method Man was doing that. Redman was doing that. That's what was going on. If you really wanted to blow, yeah, you could blow on your own as a hardcore artist, but when you mixed that with a Mary J. Blige, or you mixed that with a Ashanti, or you mixed that with a 112, you saw what Biggie did with 112 and with and Total. Jason's right. That was going on for that time when you were putting out albums. A lot of hardcore artists were putting out that single. Like Billy Barz says, the ladies loved it. You gotta put out the single for the ladies. So, Jason, great comment. I like that one. Jason has another comment. Jason says, Illmatic, Stillmatic, it was written, I am God's son. I would say Lost Tapes, but it was a compilation. I feel Lost It was a compilation too, but that's that Jason got a top 5, y'all. Let me say that again. This is Jason's top 5. Illmatic. Most people put Illmatic as number 1. If you're not a Nas fan, you're watching this for the first time, most people have Illmatic as Nas' best album. Jason's top 5. Illmatic. Stillmatic. Let's go. Illmatic. Stillmatic. It was written. My boys took my CD, I know. It was written. I am God's son. That's Jason's top 5 right there. That's Jason's top 5 right there. That's a hard top 5 too, y'all. The only thing I would switch on that is that it was written for, well, I'll mix it up. But Illmatic, Stillmatic, it was written, I am God's son. You can't go wrong. You can't, if you never listen to Nas, you're now hearing about Nas, pick up Jason's top 5, pick up Billy Barz top 5. That's 2 crazy top 5 right there. Shout out to Iman, wherever Iman is. Shout out to Big Shug, wherever Big Shug is. We got Miss Matthews in the building. Miss Matthews, thank you for coming through. Shout out to G Mafia as well. Sarah has a comment. Sarah says, I love a good trilogy. Yes. So again, King's Disease 3, y'all, coming out midnight. 1, 2, and 3. Do you think it's gonna be better than his first 3 albums? G Mafia is in the building. Let me go back up. Let me go back up. I got another. Let me go back to Miss Matthews. Miss Matthews says, I love New York. Hell yeah. Miss Matthews, thank you for coming through. New York loves you back as well. Appreciate it. Billy Barz has a comment. Billy Barz says, nah. Either definitely my favorite song, LOL, then Smoking or Got Yourself a Gun. I'm living in the time, but got yourself, Billy Barz, hold that. All right, so Billy Barz says, I'm saying the diversity is incredible, and people try to say he's not diverse. No, but Nas is a diverse artist. If you listen to, you can listen to Stillmatic and the N album, and they're 2 different albums. You can listen to I Am, 2 different albums. Same bars. Bars is still crazy, but the message in these 2 albums are sometimes totally different. So Billy Barz, thank you for that. Fresh Boyardee, I'm sorry. Yes, Fresh Boyardee Entertainment is in the building. Fresh Boyardee says, hell nah. What's Fresh Boyardee talking about? I don't know. Don't forget, y'all, we got the classic CD collection. Don't forget, y'all, pick up yours today. We got the classic CD collection, y'all. We got Lil' Kim's album, Notorious K.I.M. Pick that up. We got the dynasty, Rockefeller. Rockefeller, you heard me? And we got your boy dropping in a few hours. Illmatic, your boy Nas is dropping King's Disease 3. Pick up the merch, yo. Fresh Boy RD Entertainment, thank you for coming through. Jason has a comment. Jason says, Billy Barz, warning, don't mention to 16, aka Jay-Z's biggest fan. Y'all see it, man. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Stop it, man. Stop it. Y'all know what it is. Thank you for that, Jason. Billy Barz has a comment. Billy Barz says, Blocker, that's why Nas the GOAT. Every Nas fan has a different favorite, whether it's album, song, or verse. Okay. Billy Barz also says, Jason, I know by the list a year ago when I asked those albums fighting for Illmatic. Illmatic is a classic, man. I'm not a hater. I love Illmatic. Illmatic is my joint. G Mafia's in the building. Brooklyn, stand up. Shout out to G Mafia. G Mafia, shout out to Brooklyn. Brooklyn, what's good? G Mafia is here. Tonight we talking about Nas' first 3 albums. Illmatic, It Was Written, and I Am. And tonight we asking everybody, King's Disease 1, King's Disease 2, King's Disease 3. Do you like it better? I know King's Disease 3 is not out yet. It's coming out tonight. We're going to get to listen to it tonight. And I need you guys to hit the comments tomorrow. Let me know what you guys think. But can it be better than Nas's first 3 albums? On the screen right now, we had that up there for a minute now. That is the second. That's the King's Disease 2. That's the best rap album category for the Grammys. Okay, so J. Cole, Drake, Nas, Tyler the Creator, and Kanye West were fighting it out last year. So he didn't win. He didn't win the Grammy back to back, but he did win the first year. So let me put up another post here for y'all. Hold on, let me put this one up here. All right. So what we're looking at here now, this is Nas's first Grammy nomination. Okay, so like I said, he did not get nominated for Illmatic, which is crazy. How you don't? He did not get nominated for It Was Written. He did not get a nomination for the Grammys. This is his 3rd album, I Am. So this one did get nominated for a Grammy. And you can see the list of albums. The Slim Shady LP, Busta Rhymes, Extinction Level Event, Missy Elliott, The Real World, Nas, I Am, and The Roots, Things Fall Apart. And you can see the winner of that Grammy was Eminem with the Slim Shady album. Was I Am the best album on that list? I wouldn't vote for Things Fall Apart from The Roots. I wouldn't vote for them. I would not have voted for Missy Elliott, The Real World. The Real World is not as good as Super Duper Fly. The Real World, I have the physical album. It was a good album. It wasn't great. So I wouldn't vote for Missy Elliott. Busta Rhymes' Extinction Level Event, it was a good album. It wasn't a great album. I would not have voted for Busta. Slim Shady had a run when he first came onto the scene. And by the Grammys not having a lot of diversity in the voting, for many years, a lot of people questioned the voting in the Grammys. Why this album made it? Why that album made it? Why this? The Grammys have been very skeptical for year after year after year. So Slim Shady, Eminem, has won a lot of Grammys that I personally feel that he should not have won. He won for his popularity not for the content of his music. I'm not saying the content of his music was not good. I'm not saying that. But when you put the Slim Shady album against I Am, look at that. Look at the list. Look at the list. When you put the Slim Shady album against I Am and Extinction Level Event, Eminem was not supposed to win that. He won that over his popularity and the Grammys board not being as diverse enough to understand hip hop music. But shout out to M. You take it, they give it to you, you take it. What are you gonna do? So tonight, asking everybody, man, few more hours. King's Disease 3 is dropping. Where do you stand? Is it going to be a trilogy, 3 classics? Better than Nas's first 3 albums? Let me see what you guys said in the chat. G Mafia has a comment. G Mafia says, shout out to Nas, aka Escobar. Happy 25th to the Firm album. Firm album, I absolutely love the Firm album. Shout out to the Firm album. Firm album, AZ and Fox Boogie. Shout out to Foxy Brown. We need you in a versus. Foxy, you versus Lil' Kim. Make it happen. Thank you for that comment, G Mafia. Blocker says, yeah, man, Doggy Style is Snoop's only best album. I'm telling y'all. G Mafia says, Nas is definitely a living legend. He has survived many eras of hip hop, from underground, G-Funk, mafioso, rap, jiggy, new millennium. Yes, Nas has been out since the early 90s. We are in 2022 and we are about to get another new Nas album. I forgot to put something up there. Give me a second, y'all. Hold on a second. Let me put this back up there. Hold on. I can't believe I didn't put this one up here. Give me a second, y'all. Give me just 1 second. Let me get this here for y'all. I know Jason gonna want me to put this one. Let me put this one up. I gotta put this one up here. Hold on, Star. Let me put this up here real quick. Give me a second. Hit that like button if you're here right now. Like the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, go ahead, subscribe to the channel. All right. So let me come back over here. Jason gonna want me to put this up here. I should have put this up earlier. My bad, y'all. Give me a second. Shout out to Sarah in the chat. Sarah says she loves a good trilogy. Yes, sir. Let's go. All right. So this is the track listing for the upcoming King's Disease 3 album. And we got a bonus song, y'all. Bonus songs are coming back, y'all. Nas is bringing bonus songs back. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 tracks plus a bonus track. 17 tracks. This is what I call hip-hop. I'm tired of you artists putting out 6-track albums, 8-track albums. I'm tired of it. This is what I'm talking about. Thank you, Nas. You listen to an album nowadays, 35 minutes long. What? We got this looks like this is going to be a nice full album experience. Nas looks like he's in his grown man bag. He got the braids going, suit on. He got the probably the QB chain hanging. Track list. Ghetto Reporter. Done sounds like one of those Queensbridge songs. Michael and Quincy. Maybe Michael Jackson, Quincy Jones. Something like that, maybe. I'm on Fire. Once a Man, Twice a Child sounds very interesting. I like that. And Don't Shoot sounds like a really interesting track too. And again, bonus track, Till My Last Breath. Hit me up in the chat, man. Hit the comments, y'all. Let me know what y'all think. Illmatic, it was written, I Am. Can the King's Disease 3 albums match? Hit me up. Let me know. Let me see what's going on in the chat. Blocker said that's exactly what Ja Rule did with his own 7 albums. Fresh Boy RD Entertainment says facts. G Mafia says One More Chance remix was the Billboard Hardcore Soul Door opener, the first to debut. Listen, Bad Boy Records perfected. Bad Boy Records perfected the hardcore artist and the R&B song. I know Method Man and Mary J. Blige has one of the best ever to do it. Do, 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 ooh, yeah, I need lie together, cry together. I said, listen, Method Man and Mary J. Blige has one of the best ever to have that hardcore artist and R&B track. But I can't lie, Biggie did it big too. All right, let me go back to the comment from G Mafia. First to debut, the highest on the Hot 100. You're All I Need, If I Ruled the World, Gangsta's Paradise, Can't Knock the House. Doom, da doom, da doom, da doom, da doom, doom, doom. Oh, la di da. Oh no no. Rockefeller, y'all. Anyway, shout out to Mary J. Blige too. That's my girl. G Mafia, thank you for that comment. Let me see what y'all talking about at the bottom. We got Gerard Odom. Gerard Odom, thank you for joining the chat. Gerard Odom has a comment, says yes. Says, yeah, it's great, by the way. You got the wrong shirt on, my shit. All right, my bad. I should have put on the Nas, right? My fault. I should have put the Nas. My bad. Thank you for that, Gerard Odom. Billy Barz has a comment. Billy Barz says, Nas and Hitboy going on a 4-peat. Can't wait till midnight. Yes, y'all, we only got 3 more hours to go before the album drops. All right, don't forget, y'all, we just dropped that Throwback Thursday song this morning. If you missed Throwback Thursday, go back and watch the video we dropped today. Yo, that video is hard, one of our best videos. We're talking about the blend era. If you don't know what the blend era is, if you never heard of what the blend era was, if you're in the chat right now and you remember the blend era, just remember how nice the blend era was. So go back and watch today's video that we dropped for Throwback Thursday. We're bringing the blend era back. We're going to talk about that more in the next few weeks. Tomorrow is Freestyle Friday. Turn your notifications on. Tomorrow's Freestyle Friday is going to be crazy. All right. And we got another video dropping on Saturday. So look out this Saturday. We got another video dropping. Don't forget, y'all, we still got merch available. Hit our email up. We had the CD collection. We got some more CD collections coming. But for right now, we got the Illmatic joint on sale. We got the Dynasty joint on sale. And we got the Lil' Kim Notorious KIM on sale. Hit us up. Pick up some of the merch if you want to support the channel. That's the best way to support 16 Bars. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Everybody in the chat right now, thank you for coming through. It's your boy.